Albert Einstein once said, GIF.
If Albert Einstein were really a genius, he would have said GIF. Seriously, though. This is our first episode of our new talk show, and today we're going to be talking about the correct pronunciation of the graphics interchange format. So, you want to present your argument first, because I think it's GIF, and he thinks it's GIF. One of us is right, and one of us is definitely wrong and needs to admit it. So, go ahead. Why don't you share your thoughts?
Wait, okay, so first off, what does GIF stand for?
Graphics interchange format. We probably should give a little bit of history, though. I mean, it's a video that loops over and over again. So, it was invented by a guy that I don't remember his name, and nobody remembers how to pronounce his file type correctly. So, I want to know why you think it's a GIF, because that doesn't make any sense to me.
Say it one more time. How do you pronounce it? What does it stand for again?
Graphics interchange format.
GIR.
Uh-huh.
GIF.
No.
GIF.
Are you
right there. It's not graphical. What's the second one?
Interchange.
Interchange. What?
Format.
Graphical. It's graphical.
Are you suggesting? Are you suggesting
with a G
that acronyms have to adhere to the same rules as words?
No, because there's probably one that doesn't do that, and you're about to hit me with it.
Yeah. See.
What is it? Just say it.
JPEG.
JPEG.
It's a JPEG, right?
JPEG.
Guess what? Guess what? If you're going to pronounce it GIF because you want to adhere to the English language, you have to pronounce JPEG, JFEG. Because the P stands for photograph. Or photographic. Does that bother you a little bit?
No, because I just think of it as JPEG. Some things are just that way.
No.
Like GIF.
No.
GIF. I just sent you a GIF.
No, it's not a gift. It definitely does not have to adhere to the English language. That doesn't make any sense because there are so many acronyms that don't.
GIF isn't even English. It's American. First off. And we all know that the American language has been destroyed because
of Trump.
And that's okay. So therefore, GIF is acceptable by a majority of people.
Is that all you got?
No.
What else you got?
I don't know. You should say something that way I don't have nothing after the next thing I'll say.
Okay, I need a Sharpie. I'm about to do an illustration. One day, this man gets a dog. Everybody likes dogs. It's relatable, right? Everybody likes dogs.
Not everybody likes dogs.
Yeah, you're wrong. So, since everyone likes dogs, they know that this man really loved this dog that he got. His dog kind of looked a little bit... This Sharpie doesn't work, but this is what his dog looked like. And he had an ear right there, and there's its eyeball, and a tongue.
It's the worst looking dog I've ever seen in my life.
Well, that's
what's the tail?
Yeah, it's an Australian Shepherd. They don't have tails.
Wait, what kind of dog got a tail? I ain't even a dog.
Australian Shepherd.
That's not a dog.
Yep. Anyway,
it's
a very cute dog. Just because it doesn't adhere to your standards of beauty doesn't mean it's not a good dog. So, now, this man got this dog, and he loved it very much. So he wanted to name it something. And he decided, what better a name for a dog than Graphics Interchange. I wish this were a better Sharpie. Interchange Format. Okay? This is what his dog's name was. But he realized that was kind of a mouthful, you know. You don't want to say graphics interchange format every time you call your dog. So he decides to abbreviate the dog's name to GIF. Sometimes he even puts a dot in front of it because he likes dots, okay? And because his dog's not a file type. Anyways, moving on. He goes to the vet one day, and at the vet's office, he says that he needs to give his dog a checkup. Okay, so the person at the desk, they say, okay, we'll give your dog GIF a checkup. And the man who worked so hard to name his dog GIF, because that's how he decided it was pronounced, he was taken aback. He said...
Taken aback?
Yes, taken aback.
That's a thing.
It is. And he says No, my dog's name is GIF. That's how I decided I wanted to pronounce it. And the person at the desk says, well, that doesn't adhere to the English language at all. And you would think that based on the acronym, and since the G stands for graphics, that maybe it would be pronounced GIF. And the owner said, yes, but I spent a lot of money on this dog. I put a lot of my time into training this dog and helping him to be a better dog. So I felt like I had the creative liberty to pronounce the dog's name however I felt like. So he says, so I'm going to pronounce my dog's name GIF, and I ask that you do too. And the lady at the counter says, you know what, that's a valid argument. So I'll take GIF back and get the dog its checkup. You see, the moral of the story here is that when the owner of something gives something a name and says you pronounce it one way, like the man that created the GIF publicly said while receiving an award for the GIF that it is pronounced GIF. How would you like it? What's the only name you would never want to have in your life?
I don't know.
Don't know? What if I called you Bobbert? Would you dislike that at least a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, wouldn't you want the name that your parents gave you instead? Since they created you? So you'd be Jared instead of Bobbert? Wouldn't you like that a little bit more? Yeah. So my point is, the owner states that it is a GIF. So my argument is that since he states that that is the case, that is the way that it should be pronounced.
Okay.
Jared has to look at his notes because he didn't prepare.
I prepared. I just can't remember.
I got him bamboozled. He's on the
Don't
ropes.
Don't look at my phone.
Okay, it doesn't really work. The Sharpie's kind of trash, but it works for illustration purposes.
Do you watch NBA?
Sometimes. Yeah, go Lakers. You know, they beat the Celtics the other night.
Go Celtics. All right. You know Dwyane Wade?
Yeah, I know Dwyane Wade.
You know how his name's spelled?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, his name is spelled. Oh my gosh, this
Yeah, I told
Sharpie
you
is
it's not
terrible.
good. Why don't you just spell it out loud? That is not how his name is spelled at all. No. Is it really spelled like that?
That is how Dwyane Wade's name is spelled.
I'm 90% sure that's not true.
That's incorrect. That's how his mama
Mm-hmm.
decided to spell it, though.
Mm-hmm. What's your point?
The bottom one is how you're supposed to spell Dwayne,
Mm-hmm.
but they still, even though it's spelled the top one, they still call it Dwayne. Stop calling him Dwayne. Either way.
What's your point?
So there's that.
What does that even mean?
Do you respect the President of the United States?
Yes.
When the President of the United States says, nationally declares that it is pronounced GIF, we should have to obey that.
Did the president create the GIF?
Nope.
Jared's ran out of ideas.
Okay. Alright. There's 105 words.
What? Carry on. I want to know where you're going with this. So far, you have not proved anything, and GIF is the correct way.
There's 105 words that have GI in them, and they're used the soft GIF,
Yeah.
GIF like that.
Yeah.
But
Like
not
it's
that.
how it's actually
No.
pronounced.
But there's 105
Okay.
words in the English dictionary.
Sure.
There's only 37 that have a G and an I that are the hard G, GIF, like GIF.
Right.
But even though there's fewer, those hard G's get used.
Are Are you trying to say
more than twice as many times as the soft G ones do in normal day conversations.
But why does that matter though? Because I've already went over the fact that we shouldn't have to adhere to the English
So
language.
if you don't even know that there's a controversy over how this is pronounced, and you look at it, and you just say it out loud for the first time.
Yeah, make an uneducated
most people are gonna say GIF.
Does that make it right?
Yep.
Does it now?
Yep.
Yep, because everybody else is doing it?
Nope. Most people.
Yeah, that's a good message to send, Jared.
Yep.
You think we're about ready to wrap this up then? Jared's done.
Look,
he's got nothing.
Most people say it's good. Sounds better. It's not peanut butter. You know peanut butter brand?
Yeah, in fact,
Yep, I know.
He pronounced it after it because it had a good catchphrase. And all the people that worked with him on the GIF agreed that they would pronounce it GIF. So everyone's opinion that matters pronounces it GIF.
No.
Yes.
Look, it's two different words. Completely different words. Spelled differently. And they're pronounced the same. That doesn't make sense.
We'll leave it up to you to decide what you think. Just let us know in the comments whether or not you pronounce it GIF or if you pronounce it incorrectly. Please, we just come back.
GIF is the correct way though.
We're going to make these videos every week. Come back, watch, leave a comment, let us know. We need a name. We need a name.
Not teaspoon.
Not teaspoon. We need a name for the series. So if y'all could give us some advice or some options, we'd like that. So like the video, subscribe, come back next week to see what kind of Oreo is really the best Oreo.
Chocolate.
Golden. And
not even a debate. Nobody's debating that.
Yeah, but we are though. That's what we do. And also, which is better, the cookie or the cream of the Oreo?
How is there an argument?
It's the cookie.
That the cream is worse.
Cookie.
The cream is better.